insane woke TikToks that will make you cringe. Let's fucking go.
Nobody needs you to advocate for how difficult it is to use gender-neutral pronouns. Nobody said that the gender binary was f***ing easy. These are not my preferred pronouns. These are my pronouns. You will use them, or you will not refer to me. At all.
Just don't refer
if
to
you
her.
misgender me by mistake.
I'm good with that.
Well, it's just, we shall no longer refer to you at all.
Sounds good.
Fix it and move on. I don't need your elaborate apology.
No, we're not
I don't care how many
We've
times you
already
say.
moved on. Bye, Pumpkin. Let's just move on. What's next? Fuck her.
Fuck her. Them.
Just don't do it again. Moreover, if someone else misgenders me,
Moreover.
it is never your job to tell them that it's okay. Because it
Stop?
isn't.
Like, I don't
I
want to
get
watch
it.
her.
The discussion.
Like, I mean it. She wants us to move on from her. Let's move on from her.
Alright, sounds good.
Fuck her. The real problem with her is that she's so high and mighty about being right, and she just, if you can't even say my name right, don't talk to me. Oh, pull yourself together, you fucking child.
There are non-binary people. There are trans men who lactate. There are those who go by he, him, different pronouns. It's just inclusive to everybody.
Okay,
It is not.
there are women
What about my feelings?
who decide that they want to be men. They are the ones that are lactating. Men are not lactating. Like, if they just would calm down on the language
I'm lactating.
and say trans, instead of saying trans men or trans women lactate, they say men, because they insist that it's just a regular man and it's a whole full man. It's not. So stop with the fucking stupid language and we'll stop treating you like you're fucking retards.
Cis women to say chest feeding, but it does hurt those who go by other pronouns to continue to say breastfeeding, especially if they have body dysmorphia.
It's something you
Don't
own
care.
that
Listen,
you don't ever.
Everybody's got problems with their body, okay? I have stretch marks. I have a C-section scar. I've got...
My bad.
No, you're worth it. But my point being, like, no, there are so few people that are just like, my body is lovely and perfect. Even supermodels. You want to go dig into what goes on behind the scenes in their heads? They're nuts. All they do is criticize themselves. So we're going to pretend that science isn't real because somebody some trans man doesn't like the term breastfeeding. We got to all change it to chest feeding.
I say we just
No.
stop watching this shit.
No. Right, stop giving them airtime. You know what?
But
We're
why-
part of the problem by giving them airtime.
Honestly, we are, because we're the ones. It gets views, but we're the ones making videos out of this shit. Like before the internet, these people would just go and do their own thing. They wouldn't get the light of day. Now, magically, with TikTok, because with TikTok you get millions of views for free. That's how I teach. Now they have their own big platform, and it's a big fucking deal. Like, why are we even talking about this? Like, everyone should just hear like they, them, fucking all right, go call yourself.
Right.
Who cares? And now we're the ones like watching and criticizing it. We're the dummies.
We're the dummies too.
Cupiosexual people may decide to have a sexual relationship despite not feeling sexual attraction while others don't. Both are completely valid and communication is key.
What are your preferred pronouns?
Stop. Back up, because I don't have any idea what she just said. What is a cupiosexual?
That's a good question, Mom. Good that you asked.
The sexual orientation of people who do not experience sexual attraction but still desire to be in a sexual relationship. So that means you fool around with people you're not into?
I feel like the dummy for watching this.
Your preferred pronouns? They, them. Oh, I've never heard those before. What are they? They're what's known as neopronouns. What are neopronouns? They're basically your own custom pronouns. When no other pronouns seem to fit, you come up with your own pronouns. Anything can really be a pronoun. Oh, how do I use them? It depends on the person and their pronouns. They, them follows a similar spelling to they and them, and even similar grammar rules like there and there. So they, them, themself, theirs, things like that. Oh, okay. And there are other neopronouns you said? Well, yeah, because they're customizable. Anything
How do
can be
these
a
people
pronoun.
function day to day? So remember
I'm watching the video.
Are you learning and studying? Did you take notes,
Try to pay
Zem?
attention.
Sorry, Zem.
What's your point?
How do they function? Remember the one we saw who was in the bathroom crying because at the day camp staff awards they misgendered her or used the wrong pronouns or something, and she was crying.
I got misgendered when they presented my award.
And we're watching this video of this grown-ass woman crying because of the smallest thing.
Fucking business studies!
Fucking business studies. My teacher for business studies looks like a fucking geek.
She couldn't get through a day without a complete bug out. Now, if these people are real and there are this many of them, like...
It's sad that this is how a lot but it's sad that a lot of the teachers and stuff are so politically correct that this is the shit that they're literally teaching kids. Because the school system is so left nowadays. It's fucked. I remember when I worked at a restaurant and my old teachers would come in and I would hear them talk about like their college life. I'm just like, these people are dumbasses. Like, I can't believe I used to listen to your word like iron as a child. 3 times 3, yes. I used to like not look up to your teachers, but like that's an authority figure.
But you
have
were
to listen
told
to
that this was somebody that knew their shit and you were gonna learn from them and go in there and pay attention.
Fucking business studies. You're broke.
Oh, when you get to know their personal lives, yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, but for real, you go to college to learn from a professor that drives a shit car and doesn't make money. I get it. Sometimes they were successful in business, semi-successful. They made like a few $100,000, and then they go and they want to get a teaching degree. They want to go and start teaching. Like, that's sometimes. But why, if there's someone that's truly a successful business person, wouldn't you want to go and learn from the actual business person and work with them and be like, I'll work with you for free. I'll run your social media campaign. I'll do anything just to be able to work with you, be able to get closer to the money. Or do you want to go learn from the dude? His money's locked up in a retirement fund till he's 65 because he did it the right way. Bullshit. It's bullshit. You don't need time to get rich nowadays. You don't need time. Anything that's over a few years is a dream. If you have a plan to get rich and it's going to take you longer, then realistically I'd honestly say 2 years max. If you can't figure out how to make a ton of money from this business plan in 2 years, you gotta move on.
Or at least get really stable and be living.
There's so many ways to make money nowadays. It's everywhere.
But if the alternative is to watch TikTok all day and complain about your pronouns.
I'm just gonna do that.
Hi, I'm Jax, and I just came up with new neo-pronouns that combine he, him, she, her, and they, them, okay? So hear me out. They, them, theirs, okay? They, them, their, whatever you want to consider it, right? Let's take the first one, the, okay? This combines
Is it biological
she,
male or female? I
he,
think it's a biological
and they,
female,
right?
Yeah.
Right, the
With the
voice,
mustache.
the beautiful skin, the pretty eyes, the mild chin.
They. The. That's what they said, you know? That's what they said. Next, we got them, right?
watched
Okay,
Logan
so
Paul
them,
soon.
we got,
I'm gonna
that's
say
just
that.
combining them and him. Them. You know? I went to a movie with him the other night. Last one, theirs, okay? It's just like theirs, but like also like hers. Theirs. That jacket's theirs. Yes, this just sounds like they, them pronouns, but with the new ultra
But
scientific...
if the whole world doesn't adopt it, then you're offended. I mean, seriously.
And where the reason
Everybody's got to be worried about you. Everybody's got to be worried about this human
them.
being's...
About them, or thee.
theirs. Everybody's got to be worried about theirs feelings and thoughts and experience.
I wonder what's the direct correlation to something that happens when they're growing up that leads someone to be like this.
Obviously, we haven't done any studies and we don't know. But I'll say this: maybe they're just a little weird. And
I guess they're just weirdos.
instead of just rolling with it,
You know what? I guess 50% of people are weirder than the average person.
yeah, but you just roll with it. Just be weird. Why you gotta fucking hit the gas and be ultra crazy weird just to fit into some?
I don't know. You just
Society.
explained it. They're weird. Like, what do you...
What's the matter with just being regular weird?
I'm trying to phrase this nicely, and I can't yell, but I want to. So, black people and people of color in the queer community aren't seen by white queers as queer as they are. On almost every occasion where I've been discussing my queerness or my experiences with queerness with white gays, they speak to me in a condescending way and they treat me as if I am a straight person imposing on a queer subject because they don't see us as queer as them. Queerness is seen as something that is white and a way to compare oppression.
How does she know that? How does she know?
So
how the
it's
fuck
impossible.
do you know what's going on in someone else's head unless they very specifically said, "Hey, black bitch, you don't know what queer means to be queer." Like if they said that, then you know that it's about your color. But they're just a little condescending.
They just make us...
Maybe they just think you're a fucking idiot, and they don't. That has nothing to do with your color of your skin. Everything isn't about race. If these people just complain, they can't think of enough things.
This
to
is what
complain
happens
about.
when you listen to the government nonstop. You get all your shots. You do everything. You listen to them. Yes, I'm oppressed. Yes, white people are the devil. Yes, I know every time a white person looks at me, they're looking at me with hatred. That's what happens when you constantly adopt that kind of thinking. It's a sad way to view reality because she's so brainwashed by the people at the top of the matrix that you can't even see that you're just a little pawn in this whole game, and they're just trying to keep you distracted with bullshit. You look at your phone all day, you scroll on TikTok for constant dopamine, you don't allow yourself to have any original thoughts, and then here you are making up pronouns and issues. And you're broke. You're broke.
You're so right. You're so right.
I
but
know,
but look, let's look 10 years into the future and what's going to happen?
Mom.
Like, no, really, we're going to look at all these videos that we're watching. I will bet my soul that these people are not saying the same shit in 10 years.
I'll tell
when
you right
I was
now,
22, thank God there wasn't social media because all the things I believed, like,
I'll tell you right now what's going to happen. They're going to live in a fucking hut, and they're going to eat bugs to save the climate. People genuinely believe that we need to get rid of cows because they fart and it's ruining the environment.
Right, but
people genuinely believe that cow farts are ruining the environment and you need to go vegan. If you can't see the agenda behind that, I don't know what you slap in the face. You got to wake up.
You need to wake up too, though, because remember, okay, I'm going to tell you what Grandpa always told me and my sisters.
Let's hear it.
You know this one. Hey, kid, you know what you know?
Nothing.
You don't know shit. Okay? You don't know shit. And my father used to say that to me, and when I was about 25, I woke up and I realized that, yeah, you know what? I don't know shit. All of a sudden, everything that I thought I was so sure about from, 16, 17, 18, I knew everything. I didn't know anything. And I still don't know shit. And so I'm constantly questioning and trying to learn. So even you being so confident in your speaking, you don't know shit, kid. 10 years
you're
from
right.
now.
No, you're right.
10 years from now. Right? Think about 10 years ago.
I'm going to eat bug. I should just start eating bugs. And, you're right. Maybe the cow farts really are ruining the environment.
I can't wait to watch this in 10 years.
You're actually right.
She's going to change as a human being. She's going to grow up and have experiences and get a little perspective. Some of them are going to stay freaks because, freaks are freaks. Hey, fly your flag. But she's going to grow up and she's going to look back on this and go, ugh. God, gross. I can't believe I said that, and I said it in public. I'm worried about 10 years from now, how they're going to feel after they've cut off their body parts and they've filled themselves with hormones and they've decided that oh my God, what have I done? Well, my brain wasn't even fully formed and I made all these sick choices. We're going to have a real interesting conversation. Mark your calendars, everybody, right now for November 2032.
Watermelon cigarette pride. Watermelon cigarette pride. Watermelon cigarette pride. Watermelon cigarette pride.
Thank God you guys have your masks on.
Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. We're non-binary, gender fluid, trans men and women too. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out.
Mr. Producer.
We're white.
Make the
We're
best
Asian
shows.
too. We're every
Holy
color of the
fuck,
rainbow.
shut up, G. Oh my God, they just keep doing this.
Okay, you never see black people being like, let's get the kids and go to a drag show. No, like, and yet they managed to suck them into this bullshit.
So what's up with, like, the black pride LGBTQ flag being everywhere?
That's what I'm saying. Like, why are they sucking them in?
Because, like,
they don't.
I'm just saying,
black guy going, yeah, my son's a girl now. No.
If anything, it's like the last group of people to go and be super accepting of that
the
shit.
Men are
you go to the hood
masculine
and
the women are still feminine. Like I'm sorry. Like it
that's what it is. It's an LGBT Black Lives Matter flag. Why the fuck is that everywhere? Whose idea was this? It's the white people doing this shit. It's because it's all. There's the LGBTQ umbrella, and then there's the BLM umbrella, and then there's the big umbrella, both things under it.
I would bet what's left of my soul that a black person didn't come up with that shit.
I'm surprised black people don't get, like,
Look,
kind of upset with that shit.
The black community, like, from my white, Sicilian, Irish perspective, American perspective, like, they have pride in their shit and their culture. They're not just looking to jump on to other flags.
That's what I'm saying. Italians
they don't
have pride.
fly a freak flag. They fly a black pride flag. They're not flying a freak flag. Like, why they're doing all that and smashing it all in together is just be like, hey, let's all be victims together. And they think that by combining victimhood that they're getting stronger.
I know.
And all they're doing is making us all go, you're just getting crazier and less effective.
No, yeah, you're right. It's crazy. What the fuck, man?
What the fuck?
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I just launched my full Get Shit Done Academy where you can learn all of my TikTok marketing skills, e-commerce, how to make money online, call outs, basically everything you need, and it's only $30 a month. So if you want to stay broke, don't join, don't really give a shit. But if you like what we have to say and you recognize that we're actually semi-intelligent people and know what we're talking about, then you can come and learn. So I'll smell you later. And
He's very intelligent. I'm only semi-intelligent, but I'm having a good time anyway.
Alright, thank you guys.
Oh my God.